It is indeed what fire cannot burn. Tuesday night, 100% live. Got a little lag, don't I? A little lag, just a slight lag. Have a little lag. Am I lagging?
A little bit.
A little bit? Damn it. St. Ricketts. Where fire cannot burn. www.sricketts.com. It is the theme song to another Tuesday night live episode. And Joel Tady's back in action. The You Show.
You.
Let's do this indeed. Punk Meister. Not really sure who you are, but okay, let's do it indeed. And I'm lagging a little bit. I think it's gotten better. Has it gotten better?
You're slightly off, but we'll get there.
I freaking hate the world. Steve Higgins in the house, a massive yo. Joel, Steve Higgins has some merch for you from Twisted. We got some stickers, we got a t-shirt, nice like, cool looking necklace thing with a guitar pick. Awesome.
Did he get a yo shirt? He needs a yo shirt.
We're out of yo shirts. We need more yo shirts.
We need a lot of them.
Steve Giordano.
We need them in like Phillies colors, Eagles colors.
Right. I want to get pink for breast cancer awareness. And if you do notice, real quickly, the banners for the entire month of October will be pink in honor of breast cancer awareness as we reach out to those who have survived. My wife, Jules' sister,
My mom.
and countless, your mom. Oh my God, I didn't even know your mom too. Wow. I'm sorry, I didn't even know. And the countless hundreds of thousands of women out there who fight it, live through it, and survive. Make sure you get tested. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I thank God every day for my wife's survival. So we're doing the pink banners. Jewel, October.
You know what? I'll make a pledge right now. I'm gonna get tested this month because I should have already, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it this month.
Please
You
do.
all should too.
Yeah, definitely. Please do. I mean, there's very little propaganda or marketing or trying to sell a view or a rating by saying that. Kinsey King in the house, we greatly appreciate it, dude. Nice to see you tonight. And absolutely, JD Wolf, celebrate the survivors, never forget the fallen. And we won't here. We've donated. You know, my wife actually said the other day, George, I've grown to hate pink.
I know. so is my sister. She's like, I'm over it.
Yeah,
she didn't like pink to begin with. I like pink.
I like pink, but like anymore, she's just like, pink reminds me of that, and I try not to think about it. And warriors, it's what it's all about. I think about it, and I'm like, I don't even know if I could survive it. It's just so much, but God bless her.
We have to have the mindset, and Cassidy definitely has that positive attitude that just, I don't know, we were just singing her praises before we came on. We just love her so much, and she's just the shit and a cannon, and she is a true survivor. Absolutely
agree, and thank you. And likewise for your family, and you see it, and people force through it, and you're like, wow. And now I have a client that comes into where I work, and she's like, I had it, and my hair finally started growing back after a couple years, and so it hits people. It hits people very hard. But anyway, we're going to just congratulate those who survive. And let's keep up the spirit. Give a little donation. Stand up and fight with somebody this October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Jewel was not with us last week. We missed her. We miss you every time you're not here. You missed a great time. A great interview with some great songs from the dudes from Sour Station. So I'll give them a little clap to do. Love me some Sour Station. New music coming out soon, Jewel. And they were awesome. Thank you to Adam Kovitz and the dudes from Sour Station. Tonight we have an awesome one. I'm super excited for this. I found this band, as always, like searching through social media, and I'm like, wow, this band's got a real good following. Started listening, I'm like, man, they got a real good sound. So I'm like, all right, Jeff, get ready for the heartbreak. Send them the email, and within like minutes, they're like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, wow.
Amazing.
Absolutely amazing. It is the band known as Bourbon House, ladies and gentlemen. Cool dude and a gorgeous young lady and great sound. And I'm telling you, man, this is my kind of band. I dig it a lot. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. This is right out my wheelhouse, too. I love it. I love their soul bluesy sound, and you all are going to love it, too. So
you're absolutely going to love it. Stay tuned indeed. We have so much to do tonight. I want to real quick give a shout out to my buddy at Dr. D Photography. He's upstate PA, like Central PA area. And the reason why, I mean, Jewel, we do this, we fight hard to get ahead in this, and we just want to bring people to new music. And he made this amazing post, and he made it earlier today, and to just read it real quick, not to brag about myself. I mean, it's not really about that, but, and my wife even shared it, how proud she was of me. So basically, now I can't find it, of course, that I wanted it, but it was basically just this awesome post about the work we do here and live music and being a part of that scene. And it just means so much to us because that's what Jewel and I love. And when we first came up with the idea, Jewel's like, yeah, let's do live music. And ever since then, it's been great, live and local music. And just basically a big thank you and a picture of me and my wife at one of the shows, hanging out. She hates that picture of her. I love it. So thank you to
so cool.
Dr. D Photography. He takes great pictures, too. So we thank him for that.
Dr. D.
Dr. D in the house. And it was pretty funny because when Nailbite played down at Milk Boy, thank you, brother. Me and Doc kind of jumped into the corner when the moshing went on and tried to spare our lives. It was rough there.
Oh, man. Yeah, I can't go there. I would get trampled. I can't mosh.
Yeah, these guys were really going to.
Not even when I was, spring chicken. Nope, I would not. I know
Cassie
my bones would crack.
Cassie was moshing Saturday at the Simon's.
No, she wasn't.
Oh, yes, she was. Her and a bunch of women got into some. It's like a female wash pit. It was pretty great. And I said,
just saying, they're like, hey.
I'm like, you're afraid of me doing it. She's, I'm in it now. She's in the metal scene now. We got her all locked up.
I'd be scared. I'd be so scared.
Of Cassie? Yeah, she was coming high speed. Top 5 bands. And we didn't really, there wasn't really drinking involved. She was just, action-packed.
just ready to go. Oh,
Brandon
funny.
Stevens, marry white girlfriend.
Oh, you said that last time.
No, congratulations.
It's back.
I know. Congratulations, Brandon. I don't really know what that means, but congratulations. Top 5 tonight. Top 5 bands of the 60s, because Joe informed me we didn't do 60s, so tonight we're going to do top 5 bands of the 60s.
And then we're going to do 50s and 40s.
Jesus.
And
then we're going to do,
the
best cavemen bands ever. So let's get it. We got some great music to play. Number 5, Cream. Love to do some Cream. Yeah, good band.
Fun.
Good band, good stuff. Love Cream at number 5. Number 4, didn't realize these guys were 60s. And I give them the props because they're 60s. Had a lot of hits through the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. They still play every once in a while. It's a Steve Miller band.
Oh.
Yeah, right?
Coming out with some heat.
Right?
60s guys.
Number 4, another band who has stood the test of time. A lot of band member changes, but a classic sound and a classic work of art. And I'm a gigantic fan of Chicago.
Oh, I love Chicago.
So do I. Love Chicago. Still a big fan. Like I said, they've changed members 8,000 times, but I love Chicago. Jewel, if you ever get a chance, go on YouTube. Go to Guitar Center Sessions or Guitar Store Sessions, and they do live in studio. Chicago does a version of 25 or 6 till 4 that'll blow you away if you're a Chicago fan. Wow. And I tell you.
Check it out.
I had a great list. Number 2, the Jimi Hendrix Experience.
Damn.
I was a gigantic Jimi Hendrix fan. There's Hendrix all over this wall here somewhere. There he is right there. There he is right there. And there he is there. Massive Hendrix fan. Jimi Hendrix Experience, number 2. And number 1, Jewel, it's easy. If you've watched the show enough, you know it's not the Beatles, but the Beach Boys. Yeah, number 1. The Beach Boys, to me, Jewel, kind of brought the, long hair sound right before the Beatles, but the Beatles had a little more popularity with it. Listeners were a band in the Stone Age. Well played, my friend. And Chicago is awesome. Jewel Taney, give us your top. Let me get my Beach Boys out of there. We're going to ask Jewel to give us our top 5. I don't know where the 5 went tonight, but top 5 bands of the 60s.
That was great. Yeah. I love your list. I actually agree with everything on there for once.
Wow.
And mine are all different. So here we go. Number 5, Donovan. I love Donovan so much.
Oh, it's a goodie.
Season of the Witch, Hurdy-Gurdy, Atlantis. Love me Donovan. Number 4, Al Green. Al Green came out late 60s, and man, you could just never not listen to Al Green.
Sure, what's going on?
Huh? What?
What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, so what's going on?
Oh, what's going
I got you.
I'm so slow tonight. Okay. 3, CCR.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. Did you forget about these guys?
Nice. Right.
And 2, Doors. See,
Good one.
my brothers are 18, 19 years older than me. So my brothers grew up with this stuff. You know what I mean? So I got all of the great influence from my parents and then my brothers. But yeah, definitely huge, huge Doors fan. And number 1, formed in 1960. I'm going the opposite of Jeff, and I'm saying Beatles.
Beatles. All right. And I kind of expected that. And
You have to.
it's kind of like the ultimate headbutt of Beatles Beach Boys. And just amazing. Listen, I know I'm going to get heat because people are going to be like, where's the Who? And oh my God, I'm telling you, man, to not get Steve Higgins, of course, the Doors, fabulous. What a call by Joel. Steve and I were hanging out and just chatting about music and future of music and all that great stuff. Joel wins? Are you kidding me? Wow.
Woo!
Let me hit it for you again. You might have missed it.
They should vote who wins. I love this.
Like I'm ever going to win. Come on now. Number 5 is Cream. I mean, this is like a nonstop killer list. Steve Miller Band, number 4. Number 3, Chicago, who Jewel admitted she loves. So, J.D. Wolf, come on now. Number 2, the one and only, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Number 1 is the Beach Boys. I'm a massive fan. Jewel comes back at number 5 with Donovan, which is a great one. Al Green, a nice little sneak peek at number 4. Creedence Clearwater Revival at number 3, an awesome choice. Number 2, The Doors. And I guess Steve Higgins liked it too. I guess we got to crown Jewel the winner. Even though her number 1 sucks, it's the Beatles.
Thank you. Do you know Pete Townsend? I'm sure you heard me say this band's name, but Dave D, Dozy, Beaky, Mitch, and Titch. It was going to add a Pete because Pete was going to be a part of that band.
Wow, about that?
Yeah. If you never heard of those guys, go check them out. Very 60s.
As Johnny Carson would say, I didn't know that. Stones. Well, I think I kind of put. Yeah. I think I kind of put Stones in the 70s a little bit. I think by accident. I didn't want to repeat them. Like we kind of did a band in their heydays, and we know Stones were great in the 60s. And I didn't get the Who in there either. And I'm like, well, there's also 70s. It's kind of tough. Yeah. A little tough when you go with bands like that lasted such a long time. A little bit difficult, but a great list either way by both of us. Terrific job this evening. So you give Jewel a week off, and kaboom.
Kablam.
Kablam. I got a message tonight on Facebook before we even started. I'm not going to mention the person's name. He knows who he is. And he said, is Jewel going to be on tonight? It's almost like he didn't want to watch the show. If not, I'm not going to mention his name. Let's just say, let's just say that the Stones are in every era. Wink, wink.
That's true.
Even in 2023, brand new album coming out, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
So is Bruce Springsteen. Every era.
Yeah, he sucks in every. He sucks in every era too. To me, honestly, not to get mad or anything. To me, the '70s Springsteen was kind of the best of Springsteen to me. I like '70s.
Young crazy kid, just doing his thing.
I like '70s Springsteen.
Mm-hmm. He was fun.
Elvis, Elvis might get more into the 50s.
50s. Yeah, I was thinking about Elvis, but it is the 50s. I was also thinking Animals, Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, I was looking for Chuck Berry and all that. That's
the Eagles. I love the Eagles.
I love the Eagles. I love the EAGLES Eagles, who are 5-0.
Jeff, I gotta make you some of these beads too because Joey made the Phillies beads.
Well, that's pretty cool. I want them.
Beads.
Yeah, definitely.
Up today. I
love it.
Old Faithful, and I got the Fanatic in the background because you got to have faith with a PH.
You do. Despite that loss last night, you got to have faith. So a couple of things real quick. Yes, Phillies with a tough loss last night. I love how that does that. Series is tied 1-1. We're okay there. Eagles beat the Rams. They're now 5-0. After watching Dallas get dismantled. Pretty hope they win. We lost. I know, Minnesota Twins. And stupid Houston Astros.
It's so tough because I work with all these people from Atlanta and they were just trash talking all day. I'm like, you'll see. Well, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we had them too. We had them 4-0.
Home turf.
4-0.
We had it, but I was like, don't get comfortable. And
Right,
they
you
did.
can't.
Then Trey.
They
just
stranded.
stupid,
Right, they
stupid
stranded
like
13
10
runners.
Oh my God. Was it 13?
I don't.
Actually?
13.
Whoa.
I don't
hell,
understand.
10.
To me, I don't understand why they took Alvarado out of the game. They could not touch him. The guy's throwing pure fire and they couldn't touch him. I don't agree.
Wait, I don't.
You let it all hang out here. This is
I
it.
love Alvarado. He's clutch. He's the big guy too.
He's the big guy. He's been sensational.
Yeah.
Later tonight, despite what Jules says, you know me, I always like to get a little daring. Try something a little different. We're going to do it tonight. It's known as the tapeworm shot, ladies and gentlemen. It's 1 ounce of vodka, 1 ounce of mayonnaise. Yes, you've seen it. Dashes of Tabasco, pepper, and actually salt. And we're going to do it tonight here on the program. You're actually going to watch this go down probably about 9 o'clock. I'm going to create it after Bourbon House.
Do you like all that stuff? Like, do you like mayonnaise by
Oh,
itself?
yeah, of course. Sure.
Yeah, and you drink Bloody Marys. I know that, or well, you did.
Yeah,
Are you allowed to do this, Jeff?
Am I allowed to? I really don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
What do you mean?
I don't think it's good for you.
Oh, well, good for me. Of course not. That's not good for me at all.
What does Cassie say?
She hasn't really commented, and she's not home yet. Big shout out to my man, Doug Weston. Doug posted on his page, I'm like, I'm doing this tonight. And then he shared me saying, I'm doing it tonight. And then a bunch of other people started sharing it, so.
It actually looks like it, too. Like, it's disgusting.
It does. Now, I got to make sure. I didn't have a squeezable mayonnaise, but I did put it in a squeezable container.
I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up.
I'm hoping you can squeeze it and make the worm.
And I'm going to throw up watching you throw up. It's going to be gross.
Jewel, never fear. If I happen to throw up,
ew.
Trash bag.
Then I'm going to have to take over and I'm going to choke. So that's fine.
That's going to be great. That really is going to be great. Jewel, you're going to do it too. Oh, no, Chef. Please. That got shot out.
I partied last night thinking that the Phillies were going to win. So I had my fun last night.
I'm off tomorrow and Wednesday. It's happening. Let's get into some music. Let's get some Bourbon House going on here because I love these guys. Out for Blood is one of their newest off the fourth album, it's called, which is very cool. Love these guys, and I think you're going to love it too. Let's get ready to share the screen here. And let's get ready for some Bourbon House. Out for Blood. Great sound, great singing, great voice. Pretty cool video. It's coming up right here for you on the Yo Show Live. It is about 4 minutes long. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Jeff and Jewel on the Yo Show. Bourbon House with Out for Blood.
Smiling, silent woman, she don't need no more friends. She's going to the valley with a pistol in her hand. Don't ask her for no favors. She'll take you
Holy Moses. Wow. Bourbon House is the band. I keep wanting to say Bourbon Street, but Bourbon House is the band.
Yeah.
And, right? It makes you think of it. Out for Blood is one of their newest, and the crowd going berserk. My man Ed Brown giving us some flames. Quincy King wants a collab. I don't blame you. You're a good singer in her own right, dude. Why not? J.D. Wolf, So Killer, already downloaded all the music. Gary Cunningham, one of my favorite Bourbon House songs. And my man Steve Higgins, wow is right. Steve, if you're a fan, that makes me a fan. Jewel, digging it. You know, you get lucky sometimes. You scan the internet and you're like, all right, internet, feed me. And it feeds us some amazing bands. And I'm like, all right. And everybody's like, wow, your local scene, you do a great job at locals. I love the locals. But sometimes you find these bands that aren't local. And I seen the look and the image, and just I'm like, all right, and I like the name. I got Bourbon House. That's cool. This has got to be good. Wow.
Yeah, and it's instantaneous. Like as soon as you hear them, you're like, all right, here we go. Here we go. It's just another band that we absolutely love and we're true fans of. And we love having bands on that we're so big of a fan of. And no, they're just amazing. Like her vocals, his guitar skills, like they're amazing.
They got it. My wife is in the house.
You.
Cassie, the Mosher Perini.
Cassie, go back to the beginning and then watch all your praises being sung.
Oh, we really did. We sung your praises. Had a blast Saturday. And Jewel, again, and I don't want to like kiss my own butt. It's not really my thing. But we made our way to the Simon's Pig Roast and Music Fest. Stealing Society was there. Chris Greiner, a.k.a. Just Chris, the Grimjacks. 3 awesome bands. And they all killed it. Like, everybody was on fire. And it was just so great. And we brought our friend Tom, and Cassie came. And John's wife, Kim, said probably about 200 people ended up coming in and out of that event. Like, wow. Food was great. It was a BYOB. And just, Cassie's like, I really see why you do this. Like, this is amazing.
I know. Why can't we do it every day?
We can. We need all of you out there. And Jewel has already told me behind the scenes that if we manage to rally around a petition and get us a gig on Sirius Satellite Radio that just lets us make the same money we make now, Jewel will do the Tapeworm Shop live on air. Not till we get the station. Yeah,
I would go for that. Totally.
Not till we get on Sirius. Great night. Great friends indeed. Steve Higgins was there. And Logan and Sarah, of course, from Twisted. And like I said, the Grimjacks and Strange Culture showed up. And just such a great time. Great bands. We love that stuff. But speaking of great times and great bands, we have a very special guest this evening. Again, the magic of social media. You find them, you're like, yeah, let's get into it. You realize it's awesome. You send that email, and you can email right back. Like, yeah, let's do this. I'm still freaking out because they have such a great following and a great sound, and are always working hard. We just brought you their song. It's awesome. I can't even, I'm so excited. I'm actually getting nervous now. Like a minute before, I'm actually nervous and can't do it. Anyway, I know Jewel will take over. Let's give it up for the awesome duo from Bourbon House. How are we doing tonight?
Hi. We're great. How are you doing?
Great. I am so happy to have you guys come on. And, you know, I plan this stuff months ahead just to make sure it's lined out and I know who to bring who and when I'm going to have them. And it's been a few months, and I'm like,
Yes.
every day counting down and watching more of your stuff. So congratulations so far on everything you're doing. It's been amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And thank you for reminding us, because it was a very long time ago. And
Yeah.
we try to keep a good calendar, but it's never always easy.
Mine's a disaster. And we got a new fan here in Minnesota. Our good friend JD already downloaded all your music while he was watching, and
Awesome. Cool.
it's out there. It's really great. And congratulations on it all. Out for Blood, we just played it a few minutes ago. So great. And the new album is the 4th album, which is one of the greatest names ever.
Yeah. So clever.
Tell us a little something about the new album and your writing process and how you guys create, because it's, it's the 2 years, but sometimes it's even tougher because it's not just like, oh, one person has it or 4 people have it. It's 2 ideas. How do you guys do it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it is tougher than having just one person do all the writing. Bands like The Who or Boston. One guy's
Right.
writing the songs and brings it to the guys and says, play it. But um, I think two is kind of a magical number though for songwriting because at least you can bounce your ideas off somebody. You think of all the great songwriting duos. That's Lennon, McCartney, and
Jam Page, Paul Plant.
Yeah.
Paul Plant. You know what I mean.
Can't play, plant, pay. I can't even say. I say I'm playing plays and paying. We got it.
No, I was gonna say though that I don't think, me personally, I definitely wouldn't be able to write as good of songs as we do. They wouldn't be very good if I did it all myself. First of all, because I can't really play guitar very well at all. They would like record, very easy stuff. But and I don't know how you would do with lyrics. Maybe you would be great. Who knows? But
well, I think I'd be fine with the lyrics part, but
melodies.
It's just nice to have another person to push you to do better. I think that's what it comes down to. You write something, you think it's pretty good, and then sometimes your songwriting partner says, no, it's not good enough.
Yeah, it's true.
Or you're just banging out chords, there should be a riff there or something like that, or, on the other side of it, sometimes I look at what she's doing and I think that it's good, but you need a better title, or the chorus needs to be stronger, or there isn't the chorus, there should be a chorus, or there is a chorus, there shouldn't be a chorus, or whatever, So having another person to bounce off ideas is great.
It's great you had that faith in each other too, to be strong about it, take the criticism. I bounce days off Jules. She says they suck, and then my heart's broke for like a week.
No, but I was going to say it adds depth, like the little tweaks, or just another opinion, like just getting an outside perspective has to just bring it all together for you. And I mean, it definitely shows in your music. But how did you guys first get your start? Are you from Ontario? Is that correct?
I am.
Okay.
I'm from Ontario. I'm from Sudbury. He's from Wisconsin. We met 12 years ago.
Wow.
13 years ago?
Yeah, 13 years ago. And we weren't even thinking about music.
Yeah, we were writing books.
Wow.
At that time. Yeah.
Like poetry books or just?
No, like novels.
Thrillers, and scary stories.
Yeah, yeah.
Scary stories?
Yeah, we were.
You should do that. I would definitely listen to you guys' scary stories. That's my jam.
We always say here, like once you master an art, and I say master because I think your music is awesome. And once you master an art, it seems like the rest of the stuff you can kind of fill in. Like you can write and do videos and all that. And it seems like when people that come on the show have that talent, it branches out a lot. In making music, what inspires you? Real life stories or some fantasy? And where do you draw ideas from?
Everywhere.
Inspiration's everywhere. I mean, John Lennon used to just take out a newspaper, whatever the nearest newspaper, and he would just find a song title or a subject matter from it. Day in life is a good example of that. But I mean, inspiration's everywhere. What bothers you? What do you love? Hate?
That's
awesome. Played Out for Blood, and there's like no real inspiration for that other than like we love scary stuff, and we watch ID a lot and all that.
It's on my Hollywood playlist. I mean, Halloween playlist. Halloween playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah, for us, it starts with a good title sometimes. I mean, we have a list of titles that we think would be great, and Out for Blood was one of those. I don't know where it came from, but it was in our list of possible titles, and then we just thought, well, let's write a song called Out for Blood. It'll be kind of a heavier, grungier song, and let's just do it, So everything gets built around that sometimes.
It was a great sound and hard. And so when I first saw you, the first picture I saw of you guys on social media, when I found it, kind of casual, like kind of lounge. I'm like, all right, these guys are probably groovy, cool. No, like flat out kick ass, and I love it.
We do have some groovy things, but Some of it's pretty a little more hard rock.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking like Blue Magic right now, but your videos are so damn cool. Like, where do you come up with the concepts? Like, I'm thinking of like Blue Magic and 20 to Life. And how fun is that? Just the whole creative process.
The most fun. We love doing videos, and we, along with our director too, we come up with the storyline, and we're very in on the editing process and everything. We're in on getting, the actors that we're gonna have, or like the circus people. We found them, and yeah, it's the most fun. And the new one that we have coming out, that's going to be out November 17th. We have a new single. It's called Runnin' Hot. That one is the best one so far, I think. Music video.
Yeah, I think
so
we just
fun.
keep getting better at making music videos. I mean, that's another art form that you got to get good at. And I think that was our 16th video that we shot. So
Wow.
starting to get the hang of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're nailing it. And the picture that I saw for the upcoming song, which I'm mad at myself not even posting up, it looks like a girl kind of running out of the forest. Is it like kind of more horror stuff?
Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool.
I love it.
Supposed to be like, an 80s comic book kind of cover.
That's kind of what I got out of it. I got like an 80s horror thing kind of out of it. Very cool. It works. And I'm just proud of myself for even noticing that.
Yeah, Jeff's a huge horror fan.
I get scared. I'm a scaredy cat.
It's scary. We had Art the Clown on last Christmas, and it was a
From
hoot.
Terrifier. He was good, but I lasted like 10 minutes of this movie. I'm like, can't do it. So Joel had to sit through all of it. Thank you, Joel.
Yeah. That's my stuff. But we'll definitely play it and when it premieres, if you guys wouldn't mind.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, we would love that. We love doing stuff like that. And so I'm reading comparisons. And the comparisons blow me away because these are some awesome bands. People are saying Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple. Like, to me, that's,
Yeah.
oh, we lost them and then they came back. That was pretty wild. Hi, welcome back.
I don't know what's going on tonight. It's
I know that was a different one. That was an actual like fade and jump right back. Art does rule, absolutely. So, like I said, in the bands you're being compared to, who inspires you? Who are some of the bands you're like, yeah, let's take a little nugget from them? And who do you think you're right after, or is it just an original sound?
I mean, those people are kind of spot on with our influences. So I guess we do kind of wear that on our sleeve a little bit. But there's definitely more, and like some deeper ones. We're both into so many different genres and people. And Etta James is one of my biggest vocal influences.
Wow.
Chris Cornell, Paul Rogers. I feel like those would be the top 3 for me.
That's a hell of a mix.
You give me like Dana Fuchs vibes. I don't know if you know her, but I love her so much. You remind me of her.
She's great. Thank you.
How about guitarists, Jason? Anybody you kind of model after, or you just kind of like into your own thing? Who are some of your favorite musicians out there now?
Well, I still think that our philosophy is to build the song on a good riff. So, we tend to be compared to the riffs of Age and Richie Blackmore and Joe Perry and Angus Young, all those great classic rock riffs. And that's, kind of what we aim for. And a lot of songs are based around that.
You can't beat those names. I mean, you talk about it growing up, and I grew up, with brothers that were all like anywhere from like 3 to 11 years older. And that was all through the house, like Kiss, Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin, and bands like that. And you look all these years later, still have the firepower. And here's a band like you, been around a few years, but still like this newer generation, taking after those great sounds of the 60s and 70s. I love that. I think it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's vintage, but it's modern. How is just playing shows these days? Are you having fun with it? Are you guys based in Nashville now?
No, hopefully.
Okay. Cool.
No, we live in Wisconsin right now. What was the question?
So about
Oh, it shows. How's the Wisconsin scene?
Wisconsin scene, I wouldn't say is very great for live music.
It's a good scene for milking cows.
Yeah, go a little bit further out, Chicago area, and then down south is pretty nice too. We go down to like Texas and stuff. I feel like there's a more of an appreciation down there.
sure.
Wisconsin is very sporty, I guess I would say. Less,
Okay.
yeah.
Makes sense. That's why we like Philly, because we love everything just the same around here. We're passionate about pretty much everything. And
We can
Jewel
also
mentioned,
have easy access. Like we're close to the Shore Points and New York, so I don't know.
Okay.
Different.
there's a lot going on. And Jewel had mentioned Nashville, and your record company that you're currently with is based in Nashville. Is that your dream? Kind of like make your way down south, maybe try out Nashville because it's an awesome scene. We've been there, and sure you have too, and it's incredible. Do you think that's the next move, or are you happy just dominating Wisconsin?
No, we definitely have. We have a 2-year plan right now to get down there. So and like actually be down there. Tell you we're moving. That's what's going on.
We love it.
For you guys. Yeah,
We
we've
say
had
that-
friends that have done it, right, Jeff? And it's just been
Yeah.
life changing for them. So we're
It
so
has,
excited
yeah.
for you guys.
Yeah.
And we say it all the time because there's so many great artists that make their way down there. We're going to come see you all. I love Nashville to death. My wife loves it. Jewel loves it. Yeah, so it's a great move.
Yeah. Wisconsin, not as much. I mean, it's cold.
It's cool.
Not as fun.
So when you guys got started with music, because you said music wasn't really your ultimate goal when you first met up.
Yeah.
How old were you both when you started doing music and thought like, yeah, I can make a go of this?
Well, I didn't think I was ever going to make a go of it. I don't think until we actually started writing our own songs together, which was in 2017. That was our first EP. So that for me is when that happened. You were playing a lot longer before me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I fantasized about it as early as 4, 5 years old.
Wow.
When I
Right.
was playing records and was listening to, the radio and just loving the song so much and thinking about, what would I do if I was in Richard's position, whatever I heard on the radio, Beatles and, my dad always had the oldies channel on in the car. So that's kind of what I grew up listening to. And then when I was messing around with guitars and keyboards, when I was about 13, I guess I thought about it even more, but I still didn't really think that my life would go in that direction. So we kind of fell into it.
A little bit.
When we met each other, that's when we realized that it was actually a possibility.
We're glad it happened.
Like you gel so well. How do you think you've grown since Wild Abandon in 2018 to the new album?
I think we've grown a lot, and I think we grow every time. I think we've kind of really decided what works for us as far as like production and studio. That I think is a big difference, and I think you can hear the difference too if you go from Wild Abandon to Into the Red. Those two albums sound a lot different in production because one is better production than the other.
And that album took you a long time, right? Didn't you spend like years on Into the Red?
That was a weird one. And there was a little bit of COVID time happening there too in like the last year. Yeah, that was like a 3-year project, and we went to like 3 different studios.
Wow.
We had a bunch of different musicians on it. Yeah, it was just timing on it was like very, very strange.
When
was
it
a
comes
strange
out,
time
though,
for everybody.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm just
Right.
saying, once it comes out, it must be that just sense of relief and
Yeah.
accomplishment, and like that's your baby.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I saw where Classic Rock magazine called you one of like the top 15 like hot list, like hottest bands. And again, see the the progress. Social media's got tons of followers, which is very cool. And that's part of the game. Some people are like, it doesn't matter to me. It does, because those people are watching you. Tens of thousands of people. How do you feel deep inside when you see these accolades and more people coming aboard? Is it just like, does it blow you away? Like, wow, this is us and this is something we came into late and here we are, like, kind of really getting in the groove?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Not really.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
appreciate it, but I don't know, it's a weird phenomenon. We're always just thinking about what we need to do next,
Mhm.
and
Nothing
you
has
know.
happened like super fast for us either. Like it's been a slow climb to this amount of followers, you know, like so we get some every day and it's really cool. It's especially cool when you get like, you know, somebody who you've never seen like anything or never, you know, you've never communicated with at all and they're like, this is my favorite song, this is, you know, and they just it's cool to know that you reach somebody in Prague or something like that. Like,
Right, exactly.
yeah.
And you reach some guy who's pretty much surfing his internet on his couch. He's like, look at this band. And all of a sudden he's emailing the crap out of you. Come on his
That's
webcast there.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool that we meet new people every day.
But yeah, and you guys, you know, put in the work with the interviews and everything. A lot of people find you from TikTok. How has that been? Just navigating the social media and the band and just that portion of it.
Yeah. So
It's an essential part of being in a band now.
Mhm.
So I mean, a lot of bands, I think, are trying to do it without social media.
yeah.
And it's just not working out very well. But
Yeah.
I think you have to these days. That's where people look for bands. You know, they don't just turn on the radio and see what the new songs are.
Hmm.
They're not on the radio.
There is no radio.
I know, right? And that's why, like, kudos to you guys for actually putting out albums, because a lot of it's like, let's get a single out there and throw it on social media and see what happens. You guys are actually blood, sweat, and tears with albums, which I admire. I think that's fantastic. It's the classic approach. And some people tell me I'm right, and some people tell me I'm wrong. I don't care. I know what I like. I like the approach of albums. I think it's great.
Yeah. Well, when we go in to record, we're not going in to record our single, you know.
Right.
We're recording 5 songs usually at a time and then another 5 so that we have 10, and then from there we can decide what to do with them, you know. But we never go in and just record a song. We haven't, at least now, you know, yet. Maybe we will, but who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, done a little bit backwards now. I mean, we're still using the same the same ideas, releasing singles that are from the album. It's just that years ago, the album would come out and then the singles would be pushed one at a time to the radio stations. Now radio stations are kind of out of that loop. So now you push a single at a time. And when you're done with your singles, release the whole album. The singles will be on the album along with any other unreleased tracks.
It's cool though. That's why you watch programs like this, and we'll throw that new music at you a couple at a time.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So are you guys still writing? I mean, new album just came out, but what do you have in the works now? What are you up to?
Well, there's a formula, sort of, or there's a schedule of how things are done, and we don't write songs when we're promoting songs. So we actually did just get done with a long songwriting, like a year of songwriting, where we did record the 5th album. And so we have 10 unreleased songs in the backlog right now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And we're going to release probably 5 of those songs as singles over the next 6 months, and then release the album eventually next year.
Yeah.
So-
That's, the release stuff is kind of all up in the works. But the point is, we have 10 songs.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love the fact. I love, and I'll say it. And I mean, we're just meeting for the first time, but I love hardworking bands. They have all this work done and ready to go, and the two are on the same page. Like, don't really know release date. We know it's getting released. We know how it's getting released, and you both are right in sync with it. Where some bands, like, this guy knows. He's kind of filling everybody in. So you guys are nailing it. It's inspiring.
Oh, thank you.
So I got to ask you a question that it's a little bit off the music edge, but I know when I took this show over, been like 7 years now. In the beginning, like I used to be me and another guy, and the topics were basic. It was sports and pretty much didn't go anywhere else. And I said, let's bring a female into the mix. Male, female, differences of opinions, differences of thoughts. Do you find that to be a good mix? Like there's a male end, a female end, but it all manages to come together with a finished product?
Yeah, sure. I don't know if it's the cause of it, but I think it's a cool dynamic.
For us, I think it's important.
Do you?
But well, because we're a fronted band, so it'd be different
Sure.
if we weren't.
If I was the guitarist,
It would-
maybe.
I don't think that if you don't have a female singer that you need to go get a bunch of females' opinions on your songs before you record them.
Right.
I think we're unique because we have a female singer, and then that's just what makes us who we are, I guess. But
Yes, it does.
Makes sense, and it's definitely making the push. We have so many awesome female singers that come up, and I started saying female fronted, and they're all like, no, do not say that term. We're a band. I'm like, okay. I mean, it is what it is, and it's not like a knock or a genre. It's just the way the band lays out. And
I
love
know.
it.
People have said that to me too, and I've just been like, get out of here. That's dumb to me. Like it's a not a selling point. It's
just a description.
It's a description.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a female voice sounds different than a male voice. If I was playing guitar and I said, and we described it as a female lead artist band, that would be weird.
That's a little weird.
Describing word, like you can use it.
Yeah, we just went through this time period. Well, it was pretty much like all last year, but every single band was female fronted, and we're like, man, this is awesome. Like, yeah, girl power. But then we're like, well, no, they just rock. Like they're just it. They have it. People's attention spans are nothing these days. So people hear you guys and they're just immediately hooked. Like I said in the beginning, but you guys just have something special, and yeah, I just can't wait to see you guys live.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, we got to get you guys to. I don't know what the touring schedule looks like. You guys seem very well prepared. We got to get you out to the East Coast in our area, and because it's awesome. We love doing live stuff. When you perform live, is there still nerves? Are there pre-show rituals you guys do, or are you just like at this point, you're just like, all right, let's just go out there and do it?
I think it's a mixture of both for me. I feel like there's certain things I have to do and I have to avoid before the show. Like eating. Like I don't like eating anywhere from like 2 hours before the show. I don't like. I guess I don't really get nervous. But sometimes there's a little bit of anxiousness for sure, but like not. I don't know. There's no stage fright whatsoever.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, in the beginning there was, but
I don't know. If we played like a massive stage, it might be different.
Yeah, maybe if we were playing in front of 1 million people or something live. But now, I mean, I don't really think about any of that anymore. I just think we're good, and people are gonna like us. And if they don't, the ones that don't like us, I don't care. So
yeah,
I mean, we're just gonna go out there. We're gonna do a good job.
Yeah.
I don't really worry. Things I worry about are more technical things. So any nervousness I feel before a show, it's like, oh, is this
My amp's not
stupid
gonna
in-ear
work.
monitor working?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a crackling from my guitar cable, or the amp crack. At Rock Fest, I had a jack went out on my amp right before the show. I had some, like stuff like that. Is really annoying, and that's what I'm thinking about. I'm not really thinking about being up in front of people. That doesn't bother me anymore.
Wow.
You guys are such cool customers.
I know, right?
What do you do in your downtime? I mean, when you're not watching ID and doing all the things I like to.
No,
Forensic files.
Yeah.
Fitnessy stuff. I do a lot of yoga and flexibility training and stuff. We read We drink coffee.
Mm.
We hang out.
Yeah. We cook lunch. We burn ourselves with hot oil, and
We wash dishes.
Rock star life. Is there when you guys hang out and do things, is there ever like, like a shout across the room or a shout on the phone like, "Oh, I got an idea," and then like boom, you just start rolling with it? Or is it more sat down and playing out like it's songwriting time, or do you just kind of come up with something and lay it on each other?
Yeah. Well, it's usually songwriting time. It's usually like, okay, we're gonna do something. But occasionally I'll just be doing something else and he'll be kind of just jamming out on guitar just for fun. And I'll hear him play something that I've never heard before. And I'm like, that's a cool riff. Put that in the bank.
Yeah.
So that happens, but usually it's we sit down and see what kind of magic comes out, and sometimes nothing comes out and it's really frustrating, and then we just put it away for a bit.
yeah, when we're in a songwriting phase, I guess right now we're not in it, but after we release the 5 singles and the album comes out, then we will book studio time to record 5 new songs.
And we don't usually have them written.
And we
at that
won't have
point.
these songs written, and the studio time will be a few months away. So we're like, okay, that's our deadline. We got to have 5 new songs by then.
Wow.
So we might start messing around, trying to come up with some parts. And it's slow moving because we haven't been working on creativity for a while. We haven't written a song in a while. So it takes a while to get going. Maybe the first 10 songs are just junk. It's just kind of like working the creative muscles until usually 2 weeks before we go to the studio, we finally start getting some songs together.
Jeez. That blows my mind. The first 10 songs are junk. You write 10 songs, I got these all sucked and throw them out and go right back to it. That's incredible to me.
Probably more than that.
Yeah,
I mean,
they never develop into a. They're thrown out before then. But
yeah,
What's both of your favorite songs to perform?
oh,
for me, it's 6,000 Miles and Keep Your Head.
Okay.
And Too High to Care.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Dead Water's a fun one. I mean, I try not to record a song if I don't think it's fun to play, because unfortunately I have to go out and play it a lot.
But there are
Yeah.
some a good one for you to do, or like Slow Burn or something. Definitely not as fun for you to play.
Yeah, so there are songs where I knew it wasn't going to be fun for me, but the guitar playing is not the focus of the song. This song is not about
Yeah, it's
a
vocal
cool
song.
riff or anything. It's about letting the vocal shine.
Yeah.
I tell you, that right there sounds like a recipe for complete success. And we definitely root for you. We hope it comes. We'd love to see you up this way. You all out there watching, whether you're watching live or you watch later on recording, you can find Bourbon House, Facebook, of course, the page, Bourbon House, Instagram, Bourbon House Official. Make sure you go to both. The website is www.bourbonhouserocks.com. Great website, by the way. Great backstory, and everything was terrific there and very informative. YouTube, of course. Check out the videos and the songs we play here and others by finding Bourbon House on YouTube. And Lacey, Jason, I got to thank you guys so much for this. You're so quick to respond. You're awesome with your email work and your contacting. And I think that's key, because your fans, people like us, etc., want a decent access to you, and you guys are quick with it. And I can't even tell you how much it means to us. Can't tell you how much me and Jewel loved having you tonight. This has been absolutely incredible. Thank you. And we would love to do it again when the new stuff comes out.
Yeah, you bet.
Let's do it again.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. The guys from Bourbon House, Lacey and Jason, thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause, Jewel. Have a great night, everybody. We're going to run the links for a little bit more down the bottom, everybody. So, like I said, if you're watching, check them out. They're absolutely terrific. We got one more comment at the end. Jason, I've seen you over 20 years. Awesome to see your progress and your success from Johnny Lewis G1. Very cool. Thank you very much. And let's see. New to BH, but I like what I heard. That's what I'm saying. I like I was new to it. I'm hooked right away. It is already on. As you know, Jewel knows the rule. Everybody knows the rule. It's already on my phone. It's already in my music library. I'm hooked.
Yep. Right
Thanks,
there.
guys.
Thank you so much. Happy
Have a great
spooky
night.
season.
Hi.
Good night. Joy, I got to tell you, you get so excited. And I just kept waiting. And you look at the calendar, talk about the calendar. I kept saying, when's Bourbon House? When's Bourbon House? I kept getting closer and closer. And then bingo.
You know what's so funny? I was down the shore and I had to have my brother come over and like grab my planner to like see what my schedule was for the week. And he's like, "Ooh, what's Bourbon House?" I'm like, "What do you like to know?"
Right? It's even better than you think.
Yeah.
I
All
think so.
fans here.
Right. I love the name. I love the attitude is good. There's a modesty, but also a genuine understanding that you got something going. Like, Jason, yeah, we're good. Like, wow. I mean, that's, if you think you're right, if you think you're doing it good and you think you're doing it right, that is the key. Bourbon House. Again, we're going to run the scroll down there for a little bit. Let's play another song. We picked up another one to get on here. Resonate is the song to another real strong one. And they're from the Midwest, of course, Shady Wolf. I mean, that's where all the best people come from. Except for anybody that wears the purple to Minnesota Vikings. Because they stink. But I digress. JD's our boy here. Let's play Resonate because I love this song too, Jewel. And of course, another great video. Bourbon House, our special guest tonight. This is
Ew,
another
I
great
just saw
number
your
from-
ingredients.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for 9 o'clock too.
Stay tuned for 9 o'clock. Well, a little after 9 o'clock. Jeff is going to create the tapeworm shot, and it's going to be disgusting. But before that, let's have something great. Resonate by Bourbon House right here on the O Show. Our special guest this evening. It's about 3 minutes long. We'll be back shortly. Tuesday night live.
It's not all in good days, and baby, I know what you're looking
The slow fade. Wow, resonate. Jewel, I got to tell you, I feel this, and you know one of my absolute all-time favorite singers, Ann Wilson apart. I get an Ann Wilson vibe out of that.
Mm-hmm. I know. Yeah. I was also going to say like Joss Stone. Like she's just got such
Yeah,
a soul vibe. Love it.
it does. It's cool when you got that. Like I said, it's kind of soulful. It also is definitely rock. It's a grind kind of voice, and it's perfect for that kind of music. It looks like, I mean, I know it's a video, and they have to kind of show, but it looks like they're having a lot of fun too. Looks
Oh,
like a
yeah.
great band. Yeah,
God, I'm gonna be there.
Ah,
I'm gonna
Bourbon
party
House.
on Bourbon Street and Bourbon House.
right? It's that time. Miss Joey is in the house, and you're sparing us for a few minutes from the tapeworm shop. But anyway, how are you? And it's been 2 weeks. We miss both of you, of course, when you're not here. Tell those people out there what to do with the Yo Show. Hold.
Wait,
All right.
make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications and hit that like button in the face. But don't break your screen. And we have merch.
We have merch, and Jeff's gonna do this disgusting shot. You want to watch with us?
Sure.
Wow. I was told by Jewel that Joey would not even speak to me. And like while I'm
Oh, she
doing this, and
wasn't.
it's a lot of
She's
people's
here,
favorite
she's
part.
here for Bourbon House, so
This is my favorite part. So I've done disgusting things before. You know, I like getting a rise out of myself and people, and I don't know how many are going to watch live. Some people watch recorded. We're getting it. We're working on it. But this is a thing I found called, and I got to put the banner up again because it's so nasty. My good friend Doug Weston called the tapeworm shot. So it's a mixture of vodka, mayonnaise, Tabasco sauce, black pepper, and salt.
Oh, I thought those were worms at first.
Well, they're not actual worms, but the mayonnaise kind of makes the worms. Watching people do this all day. Yes, I do have to. I mean, anybody that sat through the hot dog straw knows this is going to
oh
happen.
my god, the hot dog straw.
that
That
was
me hate mayonnaise though, and I love
Same.
mayonnaise. Like I eat so much mayonnaise, I have to eat light mayonnaise.
so a giant thank you to the guys from City Street Distillery. This is City Street Vodka, which my sister-in-law gave me.
That
I'm
might
gonna,
save this shot right here.
woo! Good gracious, this might be the last Yo Show you ever watch.
Let's see the glass. You got to hold everything up. Because
I will.
wait,
So
I
there's a
can
glass
spin.
with vodka.
Yeah.
Hang on.
And that is vodka. It's not watered down. Oh, God, this is going to be so gross. So first you fill the vodka. I actually went a little higher because it's a big glass. And then I thought you'd do the mayonnaise. No, mayonnaise goes last.
Oh,
Next thing you do is you add some dashes of Tabasco sauce.
how many dashes we talking about?
Steve, thank you. The guy, I watched like a Cajun guy do it. He put like 50 dashes. I'm like, no
Don't
way.
go by Cajun.
We're going to do a couple there. We're going to do, a couple dashes of, I don't know if you can see it going in there. There's 4, and there's 5, and there's 6.
I feel
and-
like you have this for fun. Like this is just your go-to drink.
Yeah, if I had this, I would be vomiting for the next month.
Like that. Wait. Jewel, you're taking over the rest of the show.
I know I
Possibly.
am. I
Yes.
know.
You like
Always
mayonnaise,
have
but I'm
John
telling
here.
you, we don't know this might be the new drink of the generation. Now we add some pepper, and me being fancy, I got out my pepper grinder.
See, I had a green tea shot last weekend. I'm like, they're
Oh,
delicious.
they're so good.
good.
Yeah, a little
It's
pepper.
like Arizona.
Unfortunately, my entire desk is now pepper, and the dog will get on
Or
it
like,
and eat pepper.
what's that? That chocolate pretzel shot. That's pretty good too.
I think it's for the chocolate pretzel.
Ah,
And then you add a little bit of salt, and again, fancy Himalayan pink salt.
oh, fancy.
Because you can't have just any. You got to get fancy.
Mm.
Grind it. The grinders and all.
You
I'm,
should
like,
show
really
it
into
after
this.
every ingredient.
Yeah.
like,
Oh, I
you're
will.
doing.
There's your salt. Now
Jeff's
we've
like-
got
Doing the salt on the other side.
the Tabasco sauce is kind of settled to the bottom.
Ew, oh my god.
And
This is
the-
where that's the dirt for the worms.
Oh,
That is
God.
the dirt for the worms. Good call, Jewel. That is what it is. And now, since I didn't have an
call it
official
dirt
squeezer, I made a
Oh,
squeezer
God, what?
with mayonnaise in it, and I'm
Oh
told this
my
is how you make the
We're gonna
worms.
go. Mayonnaise is gonna go out of business.
Tell your friends. So you squeeze it and
That's
you
gonna
kind
make
of
the perfect
wring it
worm, though.
to make
Oh
a
my
worm. Look at
God.
that worm.
Why? Just why? I have too many questions. Too many.
Certainly
But my
not
number
enough.
one is why.
Why is the number one question? The answer I don't even have. Dear Lord the human. So, the human. I'm like the human. You know what? I had so much fun. Let's do a little more worm.
Oh God, no! There's already a whole dang
Ew,
generation.
yeah, those little ones. You're gonna get the little worm.
Oh God, no!
Now here it is. So this is. Let me
It
see how.
doesn't look that appetizing.
Let me see how close I did. Let's get a picture of it.
I gotta pull you back for this because I can't watch you drink
No,
it
I
that
need
close.
to see this.
No,
I need to see this.
Oh, I'm gonna get like all up in the screen.
You're gonna
Let's see
watch
how I
all
did.
night.
I did pretty
Ew.
good, right?
No, why does that look yellow though?
Yeah,
Do you got,
I'm gonna have to mix it. There's
it's like Instagram versus reality.
a little bit. Might need more Tabasco sauce because theirs is really red.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, this is how it's done in Louisiana.
Mm,
All right.
yeah.
Can't believe I'm
Mom.
actually adding more Tabasco
Oh
sauce. to
God!
Jesus, Jeff.
Please.
Jewel, if you remember the first indie pod we did, I drank a tequila shot filled with my own spit. So nothing phases me anymore.
Yeah, Mom.
I'd rather.
All right, audience.
No, no,
And like I
I'd
said,
rather eat a broccoli raw than drink that.
broccoli.
it does look like caramel, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'd rather.
I hope you don't like vodka or mayos. You may never be able to have either
That's
again.
what I'm saying. Like this.
I have
might
a hard
be
time
really
with
bad for me.
I have a hard time with hot dogs. All right, here we go.
God.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, I give you the tapeworm
Drink
shot.
it.
Chuck.
Oh God, no. So.
God.
Bleh.
I'm gonna
It
throw up.
burns.
Please
I was
go
doing
away.
so good.
Ew.
God, no.
No.
I believe
Oh my
it.
God, drink something. You need a chaser.
Yeah,
Mm.
here's some water.
Oh, thank you. Please, by all means.
Yeah, I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Oh,
A round of applause.
thank you, Steve.
She applauded you.
You know, Steve, we should have got Sarah on here to give me a drum roll. That would have, oh my God, it's so hot.
Oh.
It's actually burning. But you know what? I tell you, JD Wolf and the people out there, oh, the mayonnaise isn't really bad. The mayonnaise goes right down. It's the heat at the bottom that,
Sank all down, and then you added more. How are your sinuses?
I tell you what, I feel like a new man.
I can breathe.
Hey, I'm going to tell you one thing.
That's like a shooter too. That's not.
That's a big
stupid
shot
chocolate.
glass. No, I'm going to tell you one thing. I said from the beginning that when I do this, and I told Jewel this, I will do anything. I've offered to do pole dance. Well, I've offered to pole dance, and pole
And a
dancing.
tattoo.
We're getting a tattoo. I got to save up the funds. Tattoos are expensive, but we're going to do the tattoo. I will do anything for a rise, for some audience, for some fun. To me, that was fun,
I
and I even
like
got to
you're-
make it.
You're like alone. Like I feel like I should be punished.
Who said I was punished? That felt great.
That was torture.
I'm
I
off
guess it
work
was more
tomorrow, too.
torture for me.
It might have been, and earlier on when I posted, Jewel was like, "No."
Ew! What's the matter with you? Did you add the pepper?
Yeah, of course I did. Not the grinder pepper's even hotter.
Oh, I saw the salt, not the pepper.
Props to the people at Nature's Promise Organic. See, organic mayonnaise too. So I really made sure I went out and got healthy with it.
How'd you get that squeeze bottle? Where did it even come from?
It's funny. I've got like 4 of them that I kept through the years for certain, like, cooking and stuff like that. And like when I make Bang Bang and all. Members Mark, thank you for the awesome pepper and salt grinders. Get your Himalayan salt and pepper at Maker's Mark.
Well, Jeff, we finally got our TikTok material, so
We sure do. That is TikTok material. And believe it. And my man Doug Weston, I am posting this video on your page because he really didn't think I would do it. He shared it. He's like, "Shots anyone?" And everybody was commenting how nasty it was. It happened right here on the O show. Oh my God, I can't believe I did
I think
that.
I could do everything but the Tabasco. Like I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the heat.
Oh, I got to tell you, when it settles to the bottom like that, it really does change the whole complexion, if you will. Because they
Yeah.
said even the vodka, Jewel, is the mildest part of that shot.
Right. Yeah, I would think so. Even I mean, you have a good vodka there, so that's
Yeah.
less of a burn than some cheap stuff.
I don't know about less of a burn because I'm burning.
I tell you what, went to Royal Farms. I love Royal Farms so much.
Oh, the
like,
fried chicken
shit-
really is as hyped.
They shit on Wawa. They really do. But last night, ordered like mild chicken. This stuff was smoking. It was so spicy. And I can't handle the heat. So, Oh, I feel afraid, dude. You should
Yeah, I
have did
got-
this at the end of the show.
Yeah, I got a lot of hiccups and a little bit of heartburn going on.
Or save
Jewel,
the music for right after.
right. So this is something we did last week, and I felt bad to do it without Jewel here, but we're going to do it again. I want to give a massive shout out to a new business in our area, and I just love the name of this. Jewel Broad Street Brewing at 2621 Durham Road in Bristol, PA, which you got to come down to sometime. Cool place. And they also sell, what they do is, Jewel, they make beer, but they use the oats and all that. They don't waste it. They actually feed livestock and end up making steak out of it. So they have their own they have their own in-house steak, which is phenomenal. Broad Street Brewing, 2621. And tonight, Jewel, it is, again, Hey Yo. So kind of named after us. We're definitely got to do some kind of collab. Hey Yo, it's got Rocky on it. And it is a hazy IPA. And I told the guys down there, I'm like, I'm going to do it. And they said, when you show it, send us the video. So, Jewel, your TikToking skills that you're getting into in the new video making. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Let's get a video of this
Go
down
Phils.
to the great people at Broad Street. And go Phillies indeed. I taste mayonnaise and heat.
Ew.
Yeah, I don't want to say that to the great people down at Broad Street. They do a great job. Nice people, Jewel. Nice place. It's the old God, what was that club called again? I forget. Oh, the old Upper Deck.
Upper Deck. I remember that.
Yeah. And
Good times.
tomorrow night, just got a great little comment and message for tomorrow night. Our good friend Angela Marie is going to be back in the house. We haven't had Angela in a while.
Woo!
I know, right? I'm very excited for Angela. And
Ugh.
I said, how about coming on? She's like, yeah, I think I can do it tomorrow night. That's not what I wanted. I don't know where the banner went. I actually lost it. Are you kidding me? Anyway, tomorrow night on Yo Wednesday, we're going to welcome Jewel, a hard-rocking local band by the name of Steal the Night. They'll be on the program tomorrow night. Angela Marie will be in the hot seat. Like I said, we do Wednesday nights. We have, again, same thing here. Only we do different guest co-hosts to kind of add more crowd. We do miss Jewel. She's not here. We love Jewel. Tuesday nights are our night. Joey, that was, for your 21st birthday, I know exactly what I'm getting you.
No.
Yeah.
Duck's 21 next year. We should make her do
Oh,
it.
baby.
Yeah.
For her 21st birthday.
Mom, remember the argument that we're having this morning? How you were complaining how I drank my Powerades?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She drinks Powerades very good.
No.
Oh, no. I just said you're supposed to sip it. You're not. All right. Wait. You know what? We'll save this.
Okay.
But you drink like a normal person. You do.
Your poor mother's had
Shut
enough.
up.
No, I really have. I can't.
The good news is the difference between tonight with that shot and the night of the hot dog thing was the sound of me sucking it through and all the squeeze going right in the microphone. You're like, oh my God.
Goodbye.
I think it was the mayonnaise squeeze at the end that did it for me.
Yes, same.
And you know what's funny? I got a thumbs up from Sharon Tavy.
Yeah, I'm sure they're watching.
Yeah, I'm sure it's the thumb.
Right.
Probably right up. Great stuff. Let's do
Oh, gosh.
let's do some topics.
All
We
right.
love topics. We it's been like 2 weeks and we haven't even done topics.
No, a lot has happened.
I'm jealous of this, Jewel. I found this banner. This I found the other day. It's on my birthday. Vegas again coming out with a massive festival called Sick New World, April 27th, 2024. Some great names on this list. Slipknot, A Perfect Circle, Alice in Chains, System of a Down. You can see them all on there. Papa Roach, Deftones,
That's it, Lana Del
Incubus,
Rey.
Korn, Evanescence, Lana Del Rey. No. The Melvins, they're still around. They'll be on the docket. Hoobastank, like Seven Dust, who
Holy
I love.
crap.
POD, love me some POD. Cold, I didn't know Cold was still a band. They'll be there. Jewel, remember the last time when Vegas had this big festival? My good friend Steph went all the way down there only for it to be half canceled. They only had one day. Do you trust it? Is this something you're interested in? To me, it looks incredible, but our tastes are a little different.
I mean, yeah, I love most of these bands, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I've never been to a festival, so I can't really comment on how they are. I feel like I'm not a fan of like huge crowds, and if I go to something like this, I'm like, well, I like these guys, but don't want to sit through like all of them. But
Well, when a band comes on you don't like, you basically go to the concession stand, get a hot
Yeah.
dog, gut it, and put it in a beer and suck it through.
but then you lose your spot too. Like I don't want to leave when I'm at a show. Like I do not leave. I don't go to the bathroom. Like nothing.
I'm with you. I agree with you there. I don't like to lose my spot either. And ladies and gentlemen, in the house, and a massive round of applause for Miss Kimberly Ann. And that'd be overload for me. Agreed. So, Kim, we just, again, while you're here and while you're watching, thank you so much for this past weekend. We had an absolute blast. The pig roast, the food was incredible. The atmosphere was amazing. The moonshine, I didn't get to try. Kim was into some moonshine. I didn't get to try it. Kim was having a blast, and you deserve all the credit in the world, you and John, for an amazing job. And your boys, the Grimjacks, and Jordan, and of course the rallies, and Stealing Society was on fire, and everybody was just great, and such a great night. It's funny, Kim, because on the ride home, my wife's like, God, Kim's going to be hurting tomorrow. I can only imagine. Not to mention the cleanup that had to go in. Too. It was the moonshine I didn't get, but the food was terrific. I ate lakes. I was so into announcing bands. Thank you, John, again for that. Getting on stage announcing bands. But there was so much love and fun. And my wife said, I could. I even said on the mic, like, we're going to do this every weekend. Kim and John didn't find it near as funny as I did, but it's lost you right 3 days.
Oh my god.
Kim was on fire. She really was. She was like the life of the party. Thanks for the thumbs up, by the way. And thanks to Kevin Rooney for the thumbs up, another great rock star. But, Jewel, this goes to show you the lengths of where this community is going. Here's two wonderful people opening their house to hundreds of people to come and watch and eat. And Steve Higgins was there as well. Again, Sarah and Logan from Twisted. Who's putting it back together, getting their new bandmates. They'll be with us in a couple weeks. Can't wait. Steve came, and it was such a great atmosphere. And Jewel, and I keep going back to you and giving you props because in the beginning you're like, let's do local bands, let's do up and coming bands, let's do young bands, let's do music. And I'm like, yeah, music's good. And you're like, no, we're gonna do like we're gonna dig down deep through the streets of Philadelphia and find awesome bands. I've been beating the street up a little more than you have, but that's what life is. And I know motherhood is tough, and I don't even, for a second, but it's great the way we put it together. Your brainchild, and I'm on the street living it. And when you get out, you realize too, and you said, like, wow, it's just great doing it. So a big props to you. And I think people should know that really, because a lot of people are doing it now. But before then, years back, 7, your brainchild. Congratulations.
Oh, congrats to you. No, it's just, I just love seeing all the props that these bands are getting and they deserve playing these shows, and these shows are just popping up more and more. So yeah, we just love to promote them, and it's just bands that we believe in and that should be heard any form or fashion. And we like to do our part here to just make that happen. And yeah, we're just here for the journey, and we love to just promote them and get their name out there as much as possible.
Absolutely. We definitely try. And like I said, I get a little more sharper on the Roku thing, and it's now Pod Nation. Thank you. Wow. Pod Nation TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. They took over Planet X. That face. Go show you how well Planet X was doing it. Somebody had to come and gobble them up. And they have. And like, it's time for videos and shots of these bands doing what they're doing because it's absolutely great. And the fun. It was so much fun. And Jewel, I know you're a massive Stealing Society fan. You have pointed them out to me, them and Strange Culture. Strange Culture popped up just to watch, which was so cool. And I shared it. It's Hug a Drummer Day, by the way. So my man Noah, I want Noah to know I'm drinking banana bread beer because Noah's like, what you got there? I'm like, banana bread beer. He's like, looks really good. Share one with Noah. He went home and drank it. Text me the next day. He's like, oh, man, that beer is legit. And we got to see them Saturday. And Jules like, yeah, these guys, like Strange Culture. Yeah, these guys, Stealing Society. Like me and Brent with Twisted. And the Grimjacks, piece of cake. My wife is in love. Like, oh, I'm seeing and hearing all days Grimjack music around the house. It's, oh, my God, I'm telling you, she's so into it. And she moshed. If you get my wife to mosh, if you get my wife to mosh, it's going down. I gotta tell you.
Oh my God, I'm so mad I missed it, but it's just so great you guys made that, pulled the whole thing together, and you know what, fantastic thing just to have yearly too, and just and it'll grow and like become just a tradition that needs to be had. We got to get some of these. I would love some of these bands to join in our Christmas Carol edition.
I agree with that. We're trying to
versions.
Right, that's a good idea. And so Kim had said the Grimjacks would love to do it. That'd be pretty cool. I know Dave Pierce, of course, who follows Strange Culture, is like the right hand man. He said, I'd like the dudes to do it. I'm all about that. Oh, Jules, save the date. Thank you, Kim. I was going to ask for the date. October 5th, 2024. And like I told Kim, I will cancel life. I will be there again. Might be the first person there. Yeah, there was some mosh. Cassie definitely did a little bit of mosh. Mosh more than the boys did. That'd be pretty cool. I would like to do the Christmas thing. Twisted would do it. That's, oh, my God. Like, I just want to do fun Christmas Carol stuff. It could be hard. It could be soft. I just hope the recordings come out cool here if we do it, but we're going to try and figure it out, and we would love to do it. It's going to be December 19th, Joel. That's our show before Christmas. Last year we did Terrifier and Art the Clown for Christmas. I don't know how that worked out. He was great, but this year, let's get back to the Christmas spirit. Santa Claus might come back in this year, too.
Oh my, Santa Claus. Dude, and like Terrifier is still blowing up, though. And I just went to a Halloween store by you, and Laura Lavera, she's going to be there this weekend signing autographs from Terrifier too. It's just amazing how much traction those cult classics get. But you know what? It's just a point of, why are they called classics? Because they're great. They're great to begin with. Why are they good bands? Because they just have it. And yeah, it deserves to be seen. So yeah, and you're in the Levtown area and you're a Terrifier 2 fan, and go back and watch our Art the Clown episode. But this year is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited for Christmas carols again. We got to get like a little blitzed and sing a song, Jeff. You know we do.
Maybe. And John, that's part of the goal, John. Last year we did like cash donations. We picked up a couple of friends of ours that were on the show, did their charities. We just, it wasn't much. Toy donations good. And I even, again, I know you're all about the festivals. I thought about a festival, getting some of the kids out and playing a little bit of sets and having people come out and donate toys and money, etc. That's also a terrific idea.
I would go to.
And maybe for this year, we'll start it and then come back with that. And there's just so many ideas. The Mosh Star herself is in the house. Come on over, Mosh Star. Come say hello. She's beat up and banged from work. She said she looked horrible, but straight from work, the Mosh Queen herself, Cassie Perini, in the house. Let's give her a little round of applause. Kim's there, John's out there, and
guys?
Steve's out there. We're talking about this past weekend.
Such a blast.
We're from the outside. Not saying he's great in it, but from the outside, describe how great it was. Real quick, just give us a... She's embarrassed, but
It was a lot of fun.
I did, but it was a lot of fun. And she said, she's like, you know me, I was never really like a hard rock person or etc. But now I'm so into it. And she's like, she said they're kids, but they're so good. Oh well, John's band is doing a Christmas concert. We do it every year. Collect toys every year. Maybe we could.
Flyers and put them in the vape shop. Chris said we could.
Okay, my wife wants to make flyers and put them down at the local vape shop, which is a big busy vape shop. And John, that's cool. We'd like to talk, and maybe Joe and I come down and maybe run try to run a local, a live audio, which we're shaky with, but it's awesome. I love that. I love John. John has his band. He teaches his kids, and they've got a great band. That's the kind of stuff. Like I said, Steve Higgins and his kids come out, and the parents are involved, the kids are involved. It's like this big vested thing, and everybody's so good. Like if they were bad, I probably wouldn't mention them. Like I wouldn't be like, oh, they stink. I probably just yeah. But they're so good.
I see what you did there.
Kind of. Sarah Higgins is in the house. Speaking of superstars, Sarah was there over the weekend. Twisted coming on the program in a few weeks, and Sarah, we love your stuff and your videos. And it was cool because Jewel, like Strange Culture, came, and you go to the Future Star shows. You don't know who knows who because there's a few I missed way early on. And Strange Culture's like, is that Twisted? I'm like, yeah. He's like, we play with them. They're freaking awesome. And then we go over and they're like, is that Strange Culture? We know those dudes. But they're awesome. So it's like that kind of stuff I love. I really do. That was like just like a highlight, the fact that they know each other, they've seen each other. And like I said, like Strange Culture as a band, they stand in the back together and they watch like Stealing Society perform. They're getting into it. Same thing with Twisted. And they do the same vice versa because it's getting to be a love fest. Everybody really believes in each other out there.
I know, and it takes me back because like it popped up on my Facebook memories, but like the Overwinter and Dreambox Mechanics days, like they were such fans of each other and they all supported each other, and it was just great to see, especially in our city.
See that?
Love.
And they're all popping up, ladies and gentlemen. The amazing Ethan Simons, of course, one half of the Grimjack twins in us. How's it going, Shark? Dude, I got to tell you, and your dad and Kim, everybody's out there. Jewel, I get out of the car. I park on the street. I get out of the car, and we're like pretty far away from the party. But they see us, and the Shark chant starts going on, and Kim screams, "Is that Jeff from the O Show?" And everybody's chanting me on, and I love stuff like that. I'm like embarrassed.
Like,
yet. It is. Absolutely is. John, of course, says what's up to Sarah, and we appreciate Sarah hanging out. And like I said, Twisted had like a little bit of a lineup change. They've got names, and it's going to be great. It's always going to be great. The Grimjacks, like, it's better every time. And you guys are good critics. You're like, I'm telling you, every time to me gets better. I love it. I love the chemistry. I love the song selection. That Nirvana cover. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jewel, you meant next year, Jewel, on your calendar. And you and Cassie are going to mosh with Kim. You, Kim, and Cassie are going to mosh.
Penciling it in right now.
Now, I'm going to come to your house and drag you out this year. But it's cool to...
just missing everything.
It's cool to see because, like I said, you see the younger bands and a lot of their younger friends come and they all start singing and they're getting into it. And, not to show my age, but that's the way we did it in the 80s. Like the Binny and Flynn's and the Route 1 Cafe on a Sunday night with the Rockets. And that's what do you call it?
That's where I grew up, in Route 1.
Sweeney's. Like, Sweeney's been around doing it forever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Cure cover was fantastic. Oh, my God. Grimjacks killed it, dude. Killed it. You miss it. They killed it. Stealing Society killed it. The sound guy was even great. There were like 30 people in motion. They were all adults. Cassie and Kim started it. Thank you. Yes, Cassie and Kim definitely started it.
My God.
Cassie's like, I love them. That was absolutely amazing. Moshing, okay. Moshing, okay. And on the ride home, here's the funniest part on the ride home. I hate to call my wife out, but on the ride home, like, they had to-go containers if you wanted some treats or food. Cassie takes a bunch of treats, cookies, etc. And she eats the whole thing on the ride home. I don't get a touch. I don't get any of it. And then the next morning, she wakes up, she's like, oh, man, my stomach. I'm like, yeah, like 10,000 pounds of cookies and chocolate on the ride home.
That's what you get for not eating there, Jeff.
Oh, I did. I ate there.
Okay.
I got my name. It's worth it because it's phenomenal. And there's a great big bonfire at the end. And I wanted to stay for the bonfire. And I love John and Kim. I kind of wanted to pay Strange Culture a little bit of homage to and go down and check out the show at Sweeney's. And again, one of these days between the Grimjacks and Strange Culture, Sweeney's roof is going to blow off. It legitimately is. It's
Yeah.
it's going to pop off. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how much longer it could hold such great music.
Can't be contained.
There was youngsters there too, so Joey can come and listen to music and dance, and
Oh, she
for
loves
20
that.
for
She can
20
name
bucks
the
she can
action.
announce bands again.
Right.
Still the
Might
greatest
be
thing
hard
ever.
for you nowadays.
Greatest thing ever to watch your daughter. Never a con's a dirty word, but more or less work her way to get 20 bucks out of you to announce a band.
Yeah. Well, it was an experience for sure.
Amen. Moonshine and junk food, it had to be a fun ride. It was a fun ride home. When we got in the car, John, you'll appreciate this too. When we get in the car, she's like, put on Grimjacks. Give me some Grimjacks. And I play it. And a couple Grimjack songs from what I found on YouTube, etc. And then she's like, Milo Sky. I need some Milo Sky. Play some Milo Sky. And the whole ride home was these local artists. And she didn't want to hear nothing. Like I had corn. She's like, no, none of this. Give me, and she's like, Strange Culture. Give me some of their music. I'm like, Jesus.
You know what? That reminds me. I have to update really the Yosho playlist on YouTube. Big time.
You have to, I definitely. JD, it was so cool. And a big thanks to John, the youngsters, the Grimjacks, they have a new video coming out. Jewel, there's a special surprise voice in this video. He took a clip of us from the Yosho. Well, it was me and Lydia Manson that night, unfortunately. And I won't do that to you again. Next time we get Grimjacks, you got to be here. But just that little piece of me in that video is super cool. And the video is fun. It's great. It's just, I gush, I geek out. It is great. Yes, Sharon, Joey, of course, has been in the house. Awesome tasting meat. My wife said, you have turned me. I have turned her. And
you go.
she's like, I want to go to more of these shows. Come on out. Let's do it.
Yeah, be there.
Yeah, I gave up on talking about topics. I'm so excited about all of this. This geeks me out like crazy. And one day we're going to be doing top bands of 60. We're going to be doing top bands of 2025. And number one is the Grimjacks. I'm just saying that 'cause I'm going to be old. But
2020s. What is this called? 2020s?
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 Isn't
That's
that like,
weird.
isn't that a tabloid show with Hugh Downs? I am Hugh Downs. And this is 2020.
Remember
We
that
had
song, In the Year 2525? That used to freak me out so bad. I hated that song. Scary.
That was like that. What was that George Orwell book?
Yeah. 84?
84. God. I mean, we're close. So we talked the other day. I'm going to give music like a 30-second timeout, which I can't believe. In the 2020s. We talked at work
sounds
the other
weird, though.
day about the when you're sick rituals. You get sick, I'm not talking sick like a stomach ache, like I'll have shortly after mayonnaise and such. But like when you were a kid, and even now, you get like the cold or flu, there were certain staples. Because for me, it's wonton soup. I gotta have it.
Mm.
Gotta have wonton soup. Zager and Evans?
Got me.
Got
Oh, from the year 2525. That's what you
Ah,
said.
okay. Well done. Look
He's
at
got
it.
it.
The Tatey family is blessed.
I remember
Um,
him showing me that song too, and it used to freak me out.
25. So for me, it was like I said, wonton soup. We
That's a good
all
soup.
agreed. I love it when I'm sick. That, or if you're really sick, you go with the ramen and get something really hot
Yeah.
and try to burn it out of your system.
Play soup.
Um,
Soup is always
And-
a staple.
everybody agreed. Bob Barker, Price is Right. Like, when you're sick and you're laying in bed and you actually get your nap in, so 11 o'clock, you're ready for. JD said it too, right? Chicken noodle soup. Price is Right with Bob Barker. What were yours? What were your rituals when you were sick? Besides, because I cry a lot too when I'm sick.
I don't know. Yeah, definitely like comfort food, that or like grilled cheese and tomato soup again with the soup.
Oh, yeah.
You know? But like a lot of Gatorade and carbs too.
Yeah.
Have to have like carbs.
the Gatorade is to go. Well, Coke,
I-
Slurpees, if you got a stomach ache, really?
Yeah, well, cola. I remember my mom having like a bottle of medicine and it said like cola and it was for stomach
Really?
aches. Yeah, so that's why you're
Well.
supposed to drink like.
Next time I get a stomach ache, my wife is definitely going to 7-Eleven. She might be doing it tonight.
That sounds good though.
Mm.
I've been watching that Good Girls on Netflix.
Yeah, how is that?
It's
Give us a little
really
review.
it's really funny.
Is
First of all, I love Mae Whitman and Christina Hendricks. But
Oh,
the scene that I'm thinking about is Christina Hendricks goes and gets like a blue Slurpee and she's like pouring vodka in it. I'm like, that's a great idea.
right? Is it? And my wife watched that show too and loves it. And okay, to be a pervert, I love Christina Hendricks. I think she is
She's
just,
so gorgeous. And
she's
I love Rio
gorgeous
in that
and-
show. That's my dude.
Oh yeah, he's good in it too.
Yeah.
Very good. The whole story is good. Ginger ale, of course. Steve Higgins. You know, Steve Higgins. I hate to say this, I actually started to dislike ginger ale because it reminds me of being sick.
Exactly. I
Right?
feel the exact same way. I'm like, I can't drink that unless I'm sick.
Here's another good one. You talked about Slurpees with and Ethan Simon said hot tea with lemon and honey for a sore throat. Now I like the tea. I definitely do the tea. I do a little bit of milk and sugar though, which everybody's like the milk's not going to help you, and it probably doesn't. But I'm just a little baby like that. I'm a baby.
That's true too. Like a good sugary cereal.
Mrs. Grass soup. Sadly, I do with a golden egg with the. It made me
Sometimes
sick.
you just need breakfast too. You just need some sustenance
good.
to like make you feel better.
Toast. My father used to give us toast, and then for real congested, a shot of what's that?
Brandy?
Gin.
Gin.
Woo! When I tell
Ew.
you, so the one time he's like, "I'm gonna get this congestion." Shot of gin. I think 18. Shot of gin. My brother comes out. He's like, "Oh, I'm so stuffy." My father shot of gin. He took a half a sip and he threw up like everywhere. It was
Gin's
beautiful.
the worst. I would never think gin. I would think like brandy or something.
I would think like a tapeworm shot, maybe with some
Ew.
mayonnaise.
How you feeling, dude? It's been a minute.
Feeling good, dude. I'm telling you, that's not bad.
He's
It's
gonna be on
really-
the toilet later. He's gonna be like, Cassie, babe.
Babe, feeling. It's not bad. And the funny thing is, the gin and mayo. Oh, Steve Higgins. Steve Higgins.
I'm sick just talking about this shit. Can we stop?
Every week we're gonna have a segment of mayo and blank, and you guys call it. And if I have it, I'll bring it out and do a shot.
You know what I do eat mayonnaise on that a lot of people find disgusting?
Bring it to me because I'm all about this. We're gonna have a
I
discussion
think
with it.
you
Go
do
ahead.
the same thing. I think you do it on eggs too, don't you?
On eggs, no.
No? Oh,
I have done it
that's
on
kind of weird.
toast. Mayo on toast. I will do.
Mayo on toast. Yeah, good.
Oh God.
Great egg.
Oh God. Not the blackberry
This is
brandy.
my
I think it did it.
grandmother's drink. Ugh.
Like you got it backwards. It's blackberry brandy. It's actually blackberry. But either way, no. So mayonnaise on eggs. Nasty
Oh,
ketchup on it. Ketchup on eggs.
Just like a little tiny bit ketchup, little tiny bit of mayonnaise. It's
Now,
like
here's-
dressing.
Here's my mayonnaise mustard conundrum, and help me out here if I'm wrong. We're talking deli meats, etc. Salami,
Ugh.
bologna,
I like salami. I don't like bologna. Ugh.
and even ham. It's got to be mustard. Turkey, it's got to be mayonnaise. Now, American cheese and any of them, mustard.
Right.
Swiss cheese, mustard.
Mm.
I see people eat Swiss cheese and mayonnaise, and I want to die.
Yeah, that doesn't go together. That reminds me of,
Mayo
like,
with pickles from Tristan. Not bad. I would try that.
together.
Obviously. I would
I
try
like
that.
having the sandwich and then the pickles on the side. I
I'm
can't do
kind of
it.
about that. Now I wonder if the twins have the same taste. I want to see Ethan come back with mayo and pickles. But that John, thank you so much. Ketchup on eggs. How many people think that's gross?
No,
think
I love it.
dynamic.
But I
Oh,
like ketchup
thank you.
and mayonnaise on eggs.
I'm gonna try mayonnaise. And
Just a
this,
little bit.
This goes to show you how willing I am to branch out because I adore my eggs.
Right.
And when I get them, it's like a ritual. Like it's like a religious thing for me. Like
Yeah.
eggs to me are
That's
the
the
bottom
best
line.
part of working from home is I get to make eggs every day.
Liverwurst is definitely mustard.
Liverwurst is gross.
Just mayo. I'm a mayo fan. Mayo and liverwurst? I don't know.
You know, put ketchup on one side of the bread and then the eggs and the cheese and then the mayonnaise on the other side. There you go.
One whole tub of mayonnaise.
If we talk
I-
about mayonnaise,
I know you're not of age yet, Tristan, but when you are, the twins, we're going to go to Sweeney's. I'm going to buy you each a tapeworm chip. And we're going to make Dad do it, too. It
people
wasn't
come
that
up with their
bad.
own mayonnaise concoctions. It's like amazing.
I'm not right. And I'm a mustard fan. I mean, ketchup, for me, it's ketchup mustard.
Do you like
My
yellow
ne-
mustard?
Yes, I'm not a brown mustard guy. And I don't knock it. It's good, but
Yeah.
I'm
It's just like sometimes, like it's just too much. Like that horseradish, mustard. It's like, ugh, enough. Like a little bit's all right on a pretzel.
peppers and egg steak. Oh my god, pepper and eggs. That was like my family's staple. Like my dad would make it for dinner and breakfast and all the time.
And Tony Luke's has the best egg hoagies.
Mayonnaise can be an instrument. It was tonight. Came
Ew.
out of it. Tony Luke's has good hoagies?
Yeah, egg hoagies, like breakfast.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Mm,
so
all
good.
about it.
Try
Now,
it.
we'll see if the audience wants to chime in. I'll ask Jewel. Your eggs. Me, sunny side up. I need the yolk. I need that yolk to just smear, and I put my home fries in it. And sometimes if I get Canadian bacon, I'll get toast, put the Canadian bacon on it, and rub a piece of toast. Pork burgers. I'm so intrigued. I'm so. You guys are really teaching me a thing or two.
That's better than plant burgers. I can't get down with the plant meat. It's just not cutting it.
What do you do with eggs? I like sunny side up.
Okay, so if I will have them two ways, scrambled, or I make them like baste it. I don't like them burn at all. So I'll like crack an egg, 2 eggs in the pan, spinach, feta, and then I'll put a little water in there, put the lid on top, and let it just like steam. And it makes them it makes them over easy, but like the yolk is runny, right?
Okay.
But it's like
You pronounced the
perfectly-
L in yolk. How about that? Yolk. You said yolk.
No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say the B word either. I
Bacon?
actually have a picture of how I make them, and they came out pretty. So I'll show you a picture.
While you're searching for that picture, I'm going to tell you the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. John Simons just said applesauce and pizza.
Come on, man,
What?
ruining it.
Like dipping the crust in applesauce, or actually
Ew.
applesauce on top of pizza?
I never
like
got
that's
applesauce and pork chops either. Like, what are you doing?
that's not bad.
Gross.
I think we all struck a nerve.
Ew.
Ew, applesauce.
It's
Ew,
like, it's like
gross.
pineapple on pizza. Like, you just don't do it. Can't be done.
We got his Z. Not quite sure why, but I don't know. Like pizza's sacred to me like eggs.
See,
Well, I don't know if I-
Joey takes pictures of how good my breakfast are. So that's the one. But that's
doesn't
a
look too
runny
bad.
yolk. Oh, but here's how the eggs come out. Base it, and they have like a nice. But then
Ooh,
you
they
crack
look
them.
nice. Yeah.
You crack them, and then it's runny too. So it like goes perfectly on the toast.
You guys are killing grape juice and milk.
Come on, guys. Someone just said I was listening to the radio the other day, and they're like, your weird habits. And someone dunks Oreos in orange juice.
Ew, that is nasty.
It's so nasty.
That is
Why would you do
nasty.
that?
The whole thing was so applesauce and pizza. Like you dunked the slice of pizza in applesauce.
Pizza should only be dunked in ranch dressing. That's it.
I can't. I want to give a giant shout out to my friend Jenny Cannon, who said I gagged when you did it. She watched me do the shot and gagged.
Same
And
girl. Same.
Kim Pace, of course, Kim Pace Van Dyke of Kim Pace Photography, who we met this weekend, and she is just delightful. She gave 3. You have to try it.
Rating.
Don't knock it until you try it.
You're going to have to think of a challenge for me to do next time. Or we could both do.
Kool-Aid and milk. Well, at least you guys are getting your milk. That's why you're like
You guys.
big, strong fellas, but God.
What's wrong with you guys?
Kool-Aid and milk? Man, you guys are bro. I'm intrigued. You guys need to make like your own cookbook. And
When
you
I
get
was
to be
little, I used to
bigger.
love to get like a piece of cake though and just like dunk it in milk and then just eat it like cereal.
I can't. I don't like cookies in milk. I don't like residue in milk.
Yeah, I do. I like
Si-
soggy cereal.
Peanut butter and grilled cheese.
Come on now. You're just
Man, you
making
guys-
up things.
I don't know. I mean, well, Steve's a veteran. John's a veteran. Like they're fathers. With kids, so it's possible.
What about
course-
ketchup on chicken? Because I was getting
yeah.
yelled at for this. Or ketchup on Thanksgiving turkey.
Milk in general, I guess you mean milk in general. I like milk, but not that much.
What is that?
Gener. He got a little French general. He did some in general. Yeah, a
Oh,
little
milk
French
in
thing on
general.
it.
Okay.
Gener. Now,
Yeah.
to me, again, I know it's nasty, but Tabasco sauce on like everything. Scrambled eggs, little cheese,
probably be good.
Tabasco sauce. Oh,
Yeah.
baby.
I can
Oh,
see
baby.
that.
It's also good in a shot. That's really not. Wow, we like cruise. Everybody, great job by everybody in the comment section and the audience. Thank you so much. We're having a blast here, and literally, like if I don't have to go to work tomorrow, but if I could sit up 24 hours, I would sit here all night and just talk about all this great stuff. But we're going to announce who we got coming on, Jewel. We got a lot of great acts coming on next couple weeks, months, whatever, because I book it like crazy. And let's go to next week. Next week, right here on the program, Jewel, oh my God. Out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, it's the one and only Victoria Fire. They're back. They're back. Jewel, I wanted to tell you, I know your schedule's tight and it's tough for you to get out. My wife and I are actually trying to size up an Airbnb and get out to Pittsburgh for the Never Wake Victoria Fire Show, October 20th. We're planning on it. We're trying to get it.
Oh my God.
And I played Never Wake in the car, and she's like, oh my God. And I played Victoria Fire, she's like, oh yeah. Like, wow. And they're back on the show. And I'm probably going to tell Caitlin I love her because I adore Caitlin. I love the whole band. Andy's cool. The whole band is cool. They're here on next week, the 17th, Victoria Fire. October 24th is our Halloween Spooktacular. One of my favorite human beings on earth, the beautiful Fallon Vendetta. I got to get to Fallon and ask about costume ideas because
Costumes.
Fallon's got to dress up. She has to.
I'm sure she will. Do you have your
I think
costume
she will.
planned? I
No.
think I have a plan.
I had a plan, but then me and Jewel talked about it, and you said don't do that thing, so I got to change my costume. We'll talk about it later. Well, yeah, we'll talk about it later because it was going to be great. But November 7th, Jewel Titty, get ready. Steve Higgins, I know if you're still out there, and Sarah Higgins, if you're still out there. November 7th, we do talk to the gang from Twisted, and wow, I'm very excited for that. And the class, there's great kids on our program November 7th. November 14th, our good friend Beatrice Kimball back in the house, bringing us a band, Barely Legal. And I like that. She's like, let me get you a band. These guys are cool. Barely Legal, November 14th. November 21st, Jewel, The Galaxy Has Eyes. John Simons, the dudes from Grim Jacks, etc. If you've never seen these guys, look them up. Galaxy Has Eyes. We actually saw footage of them at Bar 13 in Delaware. Jewel, the entire place was going nuts. The young lady who sings was all over the floor, dancing, singing, great voice. They are super cool, and they will be on our program. The Galaxy Has Eyes. Twisted, indeed, Steve Higgins. And make sure I get Jewel her twisted gear before that night. So we're all wearing twisted gear that evening. But the 21st, the Galaxy Has Eyes, another tremendous band. Are we done? No, we're absolutely not done. How did I do that? Did I mess it up and put November 7th Twisted? That's not right, is it? Oh, I just doubled up. Anyway, let's keep going. November 21st, Galaxy Has Eyes. November 28th, Mike Nappy comes back. An awesome local musician. He's been with us 3 times. My wife just said, oh, yeah. Mike Nappy rules. My wife loves him. He's terrific, and he's on the program November 28th. Great singer. A guy we'd like to bring down here and do a little evening or a showcase or something. Love me some Mike Nappy. December 5th, one of the most hot, super local musicians who's just playing the country now. And she's got I don't know if I should spill the beans. She's got a little TV show of her own coming out. Laura Cheadle on December 5th. One of the awesome local musicians. December 12th, Jewel, one of my favorites from A Light Divided. J.C. Clark is going to be on the program. I can't even stand it. It's blowing me away. J.C. Clark on the program. And, of course, December 19th, a very yo Christmas, December 26th, TBA. Wow, January 9th. Look how far ahead we're going. January 9th, singer Erin Coburn. She's adorable, and she's great. I found her again on Facebook. Really good. Adorable young lady. She can't find her Milo Sky shirt. That's a problem. I have to get her numbers. We had our Grimjack shirts ready. We had our Grimjack shirts ready for Saturday. My wife's saying, if it rains, I'm wearing white. Could be a scene. So I told her, again.
Said that, not me.
We both said it. January 16th, another awesome band who's got great popularity. And everybody's like, wow, I can't believe we got them guys. Ignescent. I can't even say it right, but they're going to be on the program the 16th. January 23rd is Jewel Tady's birthday. The surprises are working. I'm trying. Putting out
Marshall
the emails.
Mathers.
Yeah, Marshall Mathers. He'll be here, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be certainly great, right? Yeah, John Simons and Steve Higgins, get ready for Twisted. They're going to be on our program. Can't wait. Can't wait for all of it. And just a massive thanks tonight to Bourbon House. And again, Facebook at Bourbon House, Instagram, Bourbon House Official. The website is www.bourbonhouserocks.com. They certainly do rock. Check them out on YouTube. Bourbon House. Definitely check out Galaxy Has Eyes. Unique. Different. I got a great picture to show you what we're dealing with here. Let me find it. Little Find It music. That's it right there. Super cool. The singer's cool. They've got saxophones working with like hard rock music, and I'm telling you. And that young lady just got engaged. So how exciting! This is her Darth Maul picture that she did as an advertisement.
Cool.
Look at that. Is that cool? They're a cool band. Very creative and electric, definitely. Yeah, I got it. Oh, you're a fusion. That's awesome. Yeah, I got her to come on. And again, social media, so listen to her stuff. I'm like, how about a podcast? Took her a couple of days. She's like, all right, show me what she's got. What's it all about? And I told her about music and introduced her to a lot of things. She's like, yeah, I'll do it. And I'm glad you're a fan. That makes me feel great. And she's going to be on the program soon. A lot of great acts coming soon. We do the Wednesday night thing. Tomorrow night, Steal the Night. Great rock band. Angela Marie will be singing. Jules, unofficial seat, just on the other side of the screen. Jewel will come back next Tuesday, of course, at 8 o'clock. Get us out of here with something great.
This weekend's going to be spooky. You know, we got Friday the 13th and then a solar eclipse. When's the last time you saw it? You got to go to your local library and get one of those viewers.
Local library. What kind of nerd do I have sitting next to me?
I love my
I'm
library
kidding.
so much. It's the greatest place.
My wife's walking up the stairs and might hear this, and if she hears it, she'll agree. You are far more intellectual than I am. Far more.
What? Oh, yeah. Well, Jeff's like, read this book for me. That's fine.
I know. I'm like, read this book, watch this movie, and I just sit back and take all the glory. Now, Jewel has said it. A lot of people have said it. They coined the phrase hardest working man in podcasting. I got to tell you, hardest working duo in podcasting. We pound the pavement. We get to the shows. We work. We trust in each other, and we run ideas past each other. And if I say something's out, Jewel's about it. If Jewel says something out, I'm about it. We work great together. And this is why I guess people really love what we do. We appreciate it. And Jewel, I gush a lot, and I'll keep gushing. You're phenomenal. You're probably the best partner somebody could ask for in this field. I love you for it. You're amazing. Every Tuesday night, like last week you weren't here, I felt empty for 2 weeks. I felt like there was nothing inside of me.
I feel so weird too. Like it definitely is just a huge part of my life too, and just to not be here is weird, and I couldn't imagine not being a part of it. And yeah, I just got a pound in my heart. It's been a tough year for me. It has. So, but we're gonna get back at it, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to Fallon and Halloween, because that's just going to kick off the holiday season. But next week, Victoria Fire, just again with our local bands that have just been blowing up, is just so exciting to see.
So it's PA, Pittsburgh, PA, Never Wake, and Victoria Fire, both on the same stage that night. Wow, I got to find a way up there. And Fallon's beautiful. And I talked to Kim Pace about Fallon, because I'm like, oh, I saw you did some Fallon photos. I've known Fallon for years. Fallon's great. And I said, not to sound like weird, but I thought Fallon would be like a little more difficult to chat with because she just seems like so large in life with her character and tough, and she was the sweetest, and I just adore her. She's beautiful, and oh
very
my
great.
God, she's very
We
great. She was.
appreciate her so much.
I know we really do. She's awesome, and I'd like to invite her to these scenes too, and just be part of it. But she said like getting out for her is hard, and she's always up to something, and we get
We
it.
get it.
Jewel want to do something neat to leave us here tonight, and no disrespect to any band who's been on or anybody who's been out there, but after this weekend at the awesome Simon's Pig Roast and Music Festival, I wanted to play a little Stealing Society to get
All
out
right.
of here tonight. How about
Okay.
Evanescent Love, which they played this past Saturday, and I love it. I already took us out of the picture. We're not even here. How about we bring us in for a second? How do we do that?
We're already rocking out.
Yeah, I'm gonna jam out to this. I already know it.
Right? I know,
I'm
right?
going to
That's
sleep
awesome.
to this because it's bedtime. It's a school
We
night.
do, right? I know, right? We do love St. Ricketts, but tonight we're going to take you out with "Evanescent Love" by Stealing Society. The band's changed a little bit. You're not going to see all the guys you see now, but check them out. Check out the Grimjacks. Check
Call
out
it.
Stealing Society. Check out Twisted. Check out Strange Culture. Chris Griner. Check these bands out. There's so much freaking good stuff. Thank you, Steve Higgins. And Steve, thank you for the
Kelly
comment.
said Milo Sky.
Milo Sky. Don't forget to check out Milo Sky.
That's her favorite.
And Steve, I thank you. I'm going to lay you out here. The other night we were talking at the Simon's party. You're like, you know what? I kind of work my Tuesday night around watching your show. Wow.
You make the show.
Yeah.
Thank you, John. Good stuff. We appreciate you. We appreciate your boys. And we're going to get them back on this program. The new year is going to be filled with all of these great bands coming back on and sharing their new stuff, etc. But tonight, we thank you, Stealing Society. Who's thank the Bourbon House? Let's take their banner off so I can brag and put my own banner on there because we're awesome. No, we're not. We're not. We're geeks. But, Jewel, thank you again. I'll see you Tuesday, and I'll text you like crazy through the week, or I'll make great ideas.
Yeah,
Have a
let
good
me
night,
know how
everybody.
you're feeling after that shot, all right, buddy?
I feel like $1 million, and there's food up there for me to have for dinner afterwards.
There
See, I
you
eat
go.
dinner at 10 o'clock at night.
Go take care of yourself.
Get us on Sirius. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Ah. Yeah. Yes. Tomorrow. Still the night.
You are the shadow on my shoulder. Disrespect the golden rule. I live for your desires and I'm no one else's fool. I see the color of your palette, confused and mix a shade of brown. Your deceptive brush shows that you're only reason keeping me around. Yeah, I know you only want my evanescent, dissipated love. Your jaded eyes are out there, evanescent, dissipated love. Well, I'm a sucker for compassion. I like to think this isn't just pretend, but there is no mistake. You only treat me as a means to an end. Just snap your fingers and replace me. You'll find yourself another man. In time, I'm sure you'll realize